This kid is something to behold.
He's going to be a big star. The Braves already think he is.
And here's the kid. What a thrill, folks.
Derek Jeter making the most of this chance.
That just takes your breath away.
This kid is something to behold.
Now, those are players that are all known by a single name. But in 1995, you might not have known them at all. They were just unproven prospects. However, there's still a lot expected of these youngsters. And for the most part, they all lived up to the hype. But ranking prospects can be an inexact science. Here's Peter Gammons with a look back 2 decades in the making.
When you're described as a can't-miss prospect, what goes through your mind?
They are, veteran general managers remind us, prospects. In baseball, prudent front office executives have long warned about the inexact science of prospect rankings. Case in point, look back 20 years and revisit Baseball America's 1995 list of the best young stars in the game.
Yeah!
Entering the 95 season, Alex Rodriguez, Chipper Jones,
He's going to be a big star. The Braves already think he is.
and Derek Jeter were 3 of the top 4 prospects in the game, according to Baseball America.
You reach that point in your life and in your career where you go from a prospect to a suspect.
Sandwiched in as the second best prospect in the game in 1995, the Yankees' multi-tooled outfielder, Ruben Rivera.
That was the worst base running in the history of the game.
That Ruben Rivera. High on that list, at 24, was Marlins bonus baby third baseman Josh Booty, who ended up playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Way down the list, at 91, was Scott Rowland, a 7-time All-Star and Gold Glove winner at the hot corner.
Scott Rowland just plays the game right, leads by example. You learn the game by watching this guy play.
Though Ruben Rivera was the Yankees' prized prospect in 1995, it was his cousin Mariano whose impact would be long-lasting. And Mariano Rivera, who was nowhere to be found on any prospect list in 1995, would eventually become Major League Baseball's all-time saves leader.
He stands alone atop the closer mountain.
That's why they're called prospects. As, looking back 20 years, everyone in the Rivera family knows all too well.
Well, at least 3 out of the top 4 were hits. I mean, they missed
Big
on
hits.
Mo big time. But, you know, it's interesting to look back at these guys 20 years later.
It is, and I think the difficulty there, I look back at that list, the top 10 all-position players. I think it's a lot harder to project pitchers. Guys like Jeter and Chipper and Alex, I mean, they look like franchise players before they got to the big leagues. Mariano Rivera, I'm not even sure the Yankees knew what they had. They almost traded him the next spring for Felix Fermin of the Mariners. So sometimes you wait longer on pitching.
It's interesting, and now what makes it really tough for you is now that we're 20 years later from seeing these 20-somethings is that pretty soon you're going to have to put these guys in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but in cases like Chipper Jones, though, I say when you define a #1 pick, which he was, that's exactly what you want. Guy spends his whole career with one team, switch hitter both sides of the plate, wins a world championship his first year, and oh, by the way, he'll be an easy choice when his name comes on that ballot, first ballot Hall of Famer.
What about Jeter? First ballot, probably?
I think he's got a good chance.
Good chance. He's got a good chance.